McDavid. Moves in, McDavid goes upstairs! What a goal!
Hey guys, how's it going? It's Etanyos here. Welcome to episode number 5 of this Draft to Glory franchise mode with the Oklahoma City Spartans. Today, guys, we hit the 2023 NHL Entry Draft. And guys, it's moments like this where I kind of just want to break down and cry because we have such weak drafts in the past. But then look at this draft. I'm going to hit all my pin players. I've probably pinned about 20 players in this draft that are just really close, if not have super high potential. Like high elite goalies, medium elite goalies, starters, elites. There's just like all over the board. There's absolutely fabulous prospects. And it makes me really sad because we only have 7 picks. And that is the rule I'm playing by with Draft to Glory, is that we're only allowed to pick 1 player per round. But my God, there are some prospects in here that I wish we could pursue that we just won't have the picks to do so. But we are going to be selecting 7 out of these probably 15 to 20 absolutely amazing prospects. Got a couple medium elites in here, some low elites, that kind of thing. But it's just like, really, like you couldn't have put this in a different draft, put these players in different drafts, because there were definitely some weaker picks in the later rounds in some of our last drafts. But anyways, guys, we are going to jump into the 2023 NHL Entry Draft. We should be landing Jalen Yoshi. Sorry, not Yossi, it's Yoshi, like Mario. But yeah, no, we aren't going to take the defenseman simply because we already have a right side NHL ready defenseman. We have another one in the system with Brandt, and honestly, we could just use the center depth a little bit more at this point. So 200-foot game, offensive creativity, playmaking ability. He's got all A's across the board, so he's going to be NHL ready. But we're going to get to see what these top prospects look like. Obviously, Beauregard would have been the player we wanted to get, but he's not going to fall to us, unfortunately. He is going to end up in San Jose. So, only 80 overall. So that makes me worry a little bit about this draft and what quality of a pick we're going to get. So Chelios is only a 79. Pisani as well, only a 79. We'll see what Jalen Yoshi's got in store here. A 6'1" playmaker. How many points did he have? 110. Okay, that is a little less worrisome. Especially when we look at some of these guys. 113 for Chelios. What about Beauregard? Oh, he had a lot too. 101. Okay. And Pisani, I don't think he broke 100. No, 97. So I am pretty sure Yoshi might be the better prospect here. Do we land crazy good centers back to back here? We land an 80, so that is very solid again. I'm happy with that pick. Jalen Yoshi, definitely going to be contributing to our team. Number 29 there, another 4th overall center. He's got a fabulous skating category. Puck skills is good. I'm looking forward to using him. Hopefully he's going to do well for us. So we're going to sim to our next pick, but we're going to go back and check out the rest of this round. Definitely made the right decision there with Yoshi over Torres. And then besides that, there was a couple good players heading into here that I was looking at, but unfortunately we aren't going to get. So I think the first one, Venkatashin, 77 rated low elite, goes to Edmonton. That is a very nice defensive defenseman. There was one other player in here who I thought might have been a elite, but I don't see him anywhere. This guy's supposed to be elite, but he wasn't. So yeah, I'm really happy with Yoshi as our first round pick there. And I mean, 4th overall, we're landing a stud of a prospect again. Could potentially turn out to be the best pick out of that top 4, but you never know. Okay, so for the next pick here, I think we're going to go with Landon, even though we could go with Colbert too. I just don't think he fits our system very well, and to be honest, we could use the depth on defense. He's only got a 1-year ETA, so I think he might be going into our team right away here. And 75 rated defensive defenseman for the second round, man. That is an awesome pick. Zachary Lannon, probably going to be going into our team right away. Like I'm expecting him to, simply because our defense is so weak. So let's check out the rest of this second round. Ooh, Pajot is nice. Schoenmaker is nice. There's a couple really good. Yeah, we definitely made the right decision there. Holy, that could have been bad. Anybody else who's really good? Oh, medium elite. Canzanello, I was looking at him and I was like, elite, top 4, what do we pick? And we definitely went with the right choice again there. Moving on to the third round, we are going to pick a little bit out of order, and not a little bit, I mean quite a bit out of order. I was really looking at Engren, but you know, picking the goalie every time isn't necessarily the most entertaining way to do this. Like, I don't find a lot of entertainment value in that, whereas picking this defenseman, Emiliano Falk, who, yes, he's elite, and it is like, oh, you're just picking the elites. Well, if I was just picking the elites, I would go for this guy because technically he would have higher value. I could also go for Vatanen, but 5-year ETA has some pretty terrible stats, to be honest. I would much rather take the elite and watch him grow like Wilson Mills has for us. Emiliano Falk, 54 rated two-way. That's pretty much the same as Brandt there that we landed a couple years ago. So yeah, those guys should both be really good. Moving on to the rest of this third round. Who else goes that is a really good pick? Matthews is a starter. Engren is a high elite, man, like 59 rated. Probably would have been the better pick, but I'm trying to draft players over goaltenders because, to be honest, it just gets boring after a while when you draft goalies all the time. So I'm trying to keep the entertainment value up for you guys a little bit more. It's funny that I say that, though, because the next player that we are going to go and draft is a goalie. And, you know, we can't pass up on all of the elite goalies. Like, yeah, we did pass up on Canzanello and Engren, but I think we have to take Sean Mann here. Playing really well there over for Orlun Karpat. So, 52 rated, definitely one of the better goalies in this draft. And he's going to be elite. He is only 6 feet tall, but hopefully we can get some growth in height out of him. Besides him, who else goes in this draft, or in this round, that is valuable of some sort? Definitely made the pick of the round there. I was looking at Brandon Biggrass, or Biggrass, I don't know how you say it. But again, when comparing him to Zachary Lannon, there's no question. Lannon is obviously a better pick, and it shows because he went almost 2 rounds earlier, or he did go 2 rounds earlier. So for our 5th round pick, again, going to go a little bit off the board. Actually, not a little bit. We're going to go quite off the board. See, I could go with Jeffrey James. I don't see the point in drafting 2 elite goalies back-to-back. Like, it just doesn't make sense, whereas we need the players, we need the forwards, and look at the overload fit. Like, he's going to fit our team. So Pablo Lawrence, although he is only a medium top 6, I would much rather take him over another goalie because you guys watched in the last few episodes. We've drafted so many goalies that it's just like, okay, get over the goalies already. So yeah, definitely going to select Pablo Lawrence here. 5'10" playmaking center, 49 rated, so not ridiculously high rated, but for a 5th round pick, that's very solid. Like, good potential on that guy for sure. And then the rest of round 5, I think we're matching up pretty well against a lot of these other teams, like 49 rated grinder. James would have been the better pick as far as his value goes, but again, we're not trading players, so yeah, I think we're doing just fine. Edmonton got a nice goalie there. Edmonton did well this draft, I have to say. Okay, so round 6 now, guys. This one is where we start to get a little less exact with our picks, and we're starting to kind of guess on players a bit. So again, overload, that's pretty much what most of our system is built around for forwards. So Vesa Kiprasov, I know it's a lot of centers, guys, but we can go in and change the player position. That is one of the things with Edit Player that I do enjoy doing, is fitting players so that they actually, or changing players so they fit our system. So Vesa Kiprasov, low elite 2A forward, 61 rated. That's very solid. If you guys do remember last episode, we grew Venkatashin from a 56 all the way up to a 74, I believe. So Vesa Kiprasov should see some exponential growth just like those other guys did. Let's see who else drops in this round. Man, I think that was the pick right there. Like, Edmonton, that's another medium starter. My gosh, they're building up their goalie pool there. Hannon, I think I knew he was good. But besides that, guys, like, we only got one pick left. And I'm going to go off the board yet again. It doesn't make sense to take players that we have no idea on. So I did look at McMillan. I did look at Ristolainen. There's a couple other players in here. I think there was one, Galina. It's possible he's a medium elite, but I don't want to take that risk simply because he's just too far off the board. I would much rather go with a guy like Zachary Paluzzo, who we pretty much guarantee as a medium or a low top 6, I'm pretty sure. So hopefully he'll be a low elite simply because they gave him the franchise potential there, but you never know. So Zachary Paluzzo, how does he turn out? 56 rated grinder, low elite, so hopefully he will fit our bottom line here pretty good. But as a 7th rounder, man, 56 rated is not poor at all. We took a 56? Yeah, we took a 56 rated player in the 3rd round last episode. So Zachary Paluzzo there is a really, really decent pick. I'm going to cut it here, I think, guys, because I want to see the rest of the picks, but they aren't going to be that exciting. We're not trading for picks. Sorry, that was a misclick. But yeah, I will cut this out and be back with you guys at the end of the draft. Okay, guys, so we are at the very last pick of the draft. So just to kind of quickly recap, Yoshi 1st round, absolutely awesome pick. One of the best in the draft. Lannon, definitely the best 2nd rounder at a 75 rated there. So 2 years in a row, we land an 80 plus and then a 75 plus in the first 2 rounds. That is killer. 54 rated Emiliano Falk is actually going to be one of our lowest rated prospects out of this draft, even though 54 is not bad at all for a medium elite, especially with the lack of depth in our team. He's going to grow into a good player very quickly. Sean Mann, is it Sean Mann? Yeah, I believe it's Sean. Sean Mann, 52 rated elite goalie. Again, one of the lower end picks. And then our lowest end pick being Pablo Lawrence at a medium top 6, 49 rated playmaker. And then it jumped back up, guys, because Kiprasov, being a 61 rated low elite, might actually be the best pick out of our draft. Even though he did not put up great points, that 61 rating is going to allow him to grow a lot in our team. And then Paluzzo, being a 56 rated grinder, again, should also grow very well. So as far as the entire draft goes, we did awesome. That's got to be the best draft that we have done so far as far as player potentials and just landing good players go. So I'm really happy with that. We land 2 defensemen, 3 centers, and a left winger, as well as the 1 goalie there in Sean Mann. I have absolutely no complaints about that draft at all. That was a very good draft. So moving on to the re-signing phase, we do need to go and sign 1 scout. But besides that, no real problems with the signing phases in our team. We do have a couple guys like Mills and Maddox, or Mills and Ludwig, sorry, it's Maddox Ludwig, who are going to need new contracts here. Wilson Mills obviously jumped up like absolute crazy this last year, hit an 88 rated, also scored how many points? 74 points. Look at that jump up, guys, 38 to 74. That was almost double the points he put up. He did play more games, but still, like, that is just fabulous. He had a ton of penalty minutes, but that's what you get from a two-way forward. But for a 3rd round pick, man, this guy is probably going to be the best pick out of our entire series here, I have to say. So we got to sign a couple guys up. We have 61. I think you guys can see that down there. 61 million in cap space. But I think the biggest problem with our team right now, or for the future, like the current future, is going to be goaltending. So Mills demanding a big contract. We're going to give it to him. It's 8.9 million. It doesn't seem that huge. And then like a 6.3 for Nylakainen is a very nice contract as well, especially considering how little Jekimov's asked for. These guys are going to be the foundation of our team and the reason why we start winning here over the next few years. So yes, we do have to sign them up. Yes, they are going to be a little expensive, but that's the price you got to pay. Okay, these guys are done. Nolan and Lorito, I'm not going to re-sign. But guys like Moser, Habshid, Clark, Yakupov, anybody who's not, like, we'll even sign Kiprasov up. I don't know if he's going to be playing in the NHL, probably the AHL, just because we got enough centers so far. But, yeah, no, guys like Moser, definitely going to drop him a little bit extra money just because we need him to sign. Same with Habshid, because I really don't want those guys to reject my offers and say, no, I don't want to resign. Sokolov, I think I'm just going to qualify him. Hopefully we can get some kind of RFA picks back. And then Joakim Ryan, I think we're going to leave him, even though he does fit our defense quite well. I don't see him fitting here for much longer, especially with guys like Huselius and Lannon jumping up, and then Moser, Clark. There's going to be a bit of competition here coming up in the near future, so Emiliano Falk, going to sign him up. As far as our other right wingers go, we are starting to build a small pool of right wingers. They're not insane yet, but the top two are. Like, I have to say, those guys have grown amazingly well. Smirnov, obviously, going to be getting a huge contract next season. And then as far as our centers go, like, we got some good centers. Venkatashin, Teravainen, Yoshi Guit. I'm thinking about moving Guit over to either the right or left wing. You guys might see that in this episode, simply because we kind of need some more wingers right now. We drafted really well at center. So, yeah, I'm kind of feeling Guit moving over possibly, especially since Jalen Yoshi's in here now. I do want to see him grow. 4th overall pick, he should be growing. So, we're going to sign all these guys up. Pablo Lawrence going to get a contract even at 49 rated. So, yeah, I am super impressed with this team so far and the way that we have started to grow players here. I am going to actually release one player here by the name of, is it Gustav? Or no, it's Valerie. So, we're going to release Valerie Varlamov here, just to get Komisarek in. Obviously, his growth isn't looking great right now, so I am going to buy out Varlamov. He's gone, unfortunately. Yeah, I know that's not great, but we have to do it just to get the elites going. We're not going to sign Man here. I don't know if he can play another year overseas. That would be awesome. But if he doesn't, then I don't know what we do with that. Besides that, we've offered contracts to just about everybody who wants an extension or is unsigned. Oh, Zachary Paluzzo, we got to get him a contract too. I almost missed him. So yeah, all our rookies get contracts there, you can see. And then as well as the goalie there. Actually, no, Sean Mann, we're going to leave. But everybody else gets contract. And we should be signing all these guys. There's no reason why they don't accept. So Lannon signs, Yoshi signs, Falk signs, Paluzzo signs, Lawrence signs, Kiprasov signs, Moser re-signs, Habshid re-signs, Ludwig re-signs, Nalakainen, Merritt, Mills. We are golden. This team's going to get really good over the next couple of years, guys. So be excited. These are going to be the episodes that really start to count. Hold up. Did Nalakainen reject? Oh, what the hell? Toppy. Okay, so we're going to give him $7 million for 3 years. And there's no way he rejects that, especially being only 84 rated. Yeah, no, like, come on. I thought he re-signed. Sorry, my bad. Anyways, we're going to take all those picks off. And now we get to look for some, what do you call it? We get to look for some UFAs or undrafted players, sorry, is the word I'm looking for. I'm pretty sure the majority of these guys have been drafted already, so we're not really going to be touching that. As far as this goes, Rustabov's drafted, all those guys are drafted, but it's guys like Spike Gunderson, Grantham, Kenneth Grantham. Oh no, he's been drafted. Okay, so we cannot go for him. But no, we're going to go for Spike Gunderson here. That's actually a sick name. Spike Gunderson. He's a low top 6, so he could definitely get some playing time. And then besides that, Bryson Frank, he's a sniper. Is he a medium top 9? That's solid. Okay, so we'll offer him one. Maybe 2 of these guys here, some low top 9s. Michael Corrado. Yeah, we can go for him. And Nikolai Anisimov. What about these guys? Oh, we could go for all of those guys. Wow, there's a lot. Not Shane Brennan, though. So I think we're going to go for Corrado and Anisimov just for now. Yeah, we'll offer those guys. I think we're going to go Bakanov, too, as well. And then Brennan is signed. What about Tendies? Samsonov's elite. Colton Point's already been drafted. I don't think there's really any point. Like, Korobov is our goalie. We don't want him, to be honest. Julian Spiller, yeah, no. Those guys are just, like, it doesn't make sense to sign them, even though they're fairly decent rating. Like, Ted Gamble's pretty decently rated. But, yeah, no, I don't want to sign any of those guys. If there's elite goalies, possibly. But we've drafted elite goalies. We don't really have to worry about that. So we're going to sim to the next season, and we land Anisimov. Corrado we do not sign, unfortunately. Same with, oh wait. Oh yeah, we do sign Bakanov and Gunderson and Frank. Okay, so that's solid. Get a lot of undrafted free agents there, and we're getting some trade offers, but I'm just going to cut to the next season. Here's the team. I think we're going to be just fine. I don't have any worries with this team. Oh, see, that would work. That would be sick, having, like, look at that top 3. I'm really impressed with that top 3. What's Yoshi's face-offs? Oh, it's 78. Man, see, that sucks. That's the one thing that's not great. But you know what? Yoshi's actually got the lowest rating out of Guit and Leduc. Do we keep Cesar Guit as a center on the first line, as a third line scoring? Like, see, that just doesn't make sense to me. We could go Yoshi on the first line, but see, the problem is Leduc and Guit both get 2 green matching there for chemistry with the cycle and balanced, and then the double balance for Leduc. I think we might be leaving that just because these top 3 lines all have the right chemistry. I think we're going to go like that, move Sokolov up to third line, keep Teravainen on the fourth just for now. And that balances the chemistry fairly well for a team that we have more or less completely drafted, besides Dmitry Sokolov, and then we have a couple undrafted players like Quinn and Summers. But no, I am seriously impressed with how that's looking. The second line is not good. Like, that's not working. Yikes. Okay. Okay, so we're going to have, like, no chemistry on the defense. It's going to be fairly weak. Yikes. Okay. See, that's the thing, is that we have not drafted... Oh, Brant Clark is ready to go. Okay, so we're going to try a couple different players in here. So, Brant Clark, please get some chemistry. Ugh. See, the balanced chemistry isn't working. We need cycle and pinch. I think we might have to fire our coach, man. But the problem is we need to find another coach that fits our system, because all of our guys are either cycle and pinch or cycle and shoot or pinch and shoot or something like that. It's like the balanced is not terrible, but it's really not working, to be honest, either. Oh, Vikingstad, hello. Hello, we might actually have a decent Tendy growing up here from a 6th round pick. Damn it, I think we might have to get rid of our coach, even though the lines are actually working. So we need to find a coach that has overload, overload, crash the net, overload on the forwards, but then we need a different defensive group. So Colin LeDuc, I don't believe he was number 50. I'm going to have to go check the numbers because some of these guys are really weird or have really weird numbers. Smirnov is supposed to be number 87, but Wilson Mills, I believe, was supposed to be number 50 instead of 51, and then LeDuc, I think, was supposed to be a different number as well. I'm going to go check it out, but I'm also going to be looking into the coaching staff here because we need a coach that actually fits our system. Like, it's not good. Just went and looked over all of my players that we have drafted that are in the NHL right now. I'm not so focused on like other elites and guys that are in our system that don't fit as well. I mean, obviously there are going to be certain players who we do need to go and make sure that they fit our system, but I looked over the majority of our system and it's like, really, that's how our system's going to fit? Like, come on. So right now the way our team is set up is not awesome. It's not poor, but it's not great either, to be honest. So looking through all of these players, there are definitely a couple of patterns that we definitely need to not just establish but make changes on before we have any success with this team. So the forwards, the majority of them were behind the net players. We have an overload system, so that's not going to work. We need a lot more behind the net lines, if possible. We only have, we could do one line worth of behind the net player or overload players, but for the rest of it, like, you look at our coach, overload, 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 and he's a balanced coach, like he's a generalist. So he likes his balanced players, but to be honest, he's not that good a coach. He's a B- physical coach. The other concerns I had was that he has a lot of balanced where our team actually, for the majority, prefers to dump and cycle the puck. As you can see, we only really have we only have one line that does that well. Everything else is balanced, again. And then the other thing was that our entire team likes to block shots. So that balanced category there does not help our team in any way. Looking at the defense, every single one of our defenders prefers the pinch over the hold pinch preference or strategy there. And then for cycle shoot, the majority was cycle, or actually, sorry, the majority was shoot, but it was kind of half and half with shoot versus cycle. So if that can stay balanced, that's not so bad, but we do need the pinch strategy for our team. Dang it, it's hard to find coaches that really fit the system well. Pinch, balance, but they're all shoot as well, which shoot doesn't work so well. Oh, that's Patrick Marleau. Wait, hold up. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Patrick Marleau would actually, if you look at the coaching stats there with his team status and all that stuff, he would actually fit our system quite well, to be completely honest. I think we might be signing George Hewitt here as a, yeah. Okay, so we're going to sign this guy. We're going to offer him the job as head coach for 4 years. And I'm really hoping he takes that because you never know how that's going to go. And then we have a draft class to look at again because I still get the feeling we're going to be contending for a low-end pick or a high-end pick, but there are a lot of defense in this top 5. Okay, so this is going to be an interesting draft year. I can feel it already. So I'm just going to scout all these guys, and I will be back when we have scouted them, and hopefully we will be landing a coach here too. Tucker Dundas, hello. Is that guy's name Goalie? Ha ha ha. Sorry guys, I need to cut in quick here. Miles Goalie is a center. Never seen that before. That is something else, man. Like, what? Okay, so simulating to the regular season now. Ah, shit. So that didn't work so well. Hewitt was our best option there. So maybe we try one more time here and just see if we can actually land him. I'm going to offer him way more money, to be honest. Dang it, that sucks, man. Oh, is Hewitt just gone? Oh, no, he's there still. Okay, we're going head coach, and we're just going to hand him, like, a massive amount of money. Like, $1.5 million a year. Just, like, way more than we probably should be paying him. But I'm hoping that will get him to accept this offer. So come on, Hewitt, we need you to sign just to help our team out. Although, yeah, he's supposedly not even close to the best coach. There we go. So, yeah, it was the money. And, yeah, we should be able to get him going pretty well here. The other thing that's, like, quite unfortunate right now is that there aren't, like, other coaching options. I know what we need for our coaches. It's just more the process of guys simply don't fit our system, or coaches simply don't fit what we need. So I think we're going to run with this lineup. Like, it's zeros on the defense. It's +1s on the forwards. I'm expecting a fairly good season out of a lot of these guys still. Like, we're not going to have a terrible, terrible record like we have in the past. But it's a strange situation right now. And there aren't a lot of other players to really pursue. So, are they all right-handed D? No, there's a left-hander. He's off. 2-year ETA. 1 year. Oh, God. Only the top 3 players are NHL ready. That's not great. Yeesh. But then Marita's got a 2-year ETA. Like, what is this game? Okay, anyways. Not really a lot to pursue in the draft class by the looks of it. I'm kind of confused now as to what exactly we're looking for because we have a lot of behind the net players, but then we also have a lot of overload players, and it's like, okay, pick one already. Like, I'm not sure what exactly we want. Honestly, I wouldn't even be upset with a guy like Marshall Prosser, because by the looks of it, he's a cycle and pinch, and that's what the majority of our team is right now, but he's a 2-year ETA. So I don't know how this draft's going to turn out. Anyways, we're going to simulate through the whole season. I will see you guys at the end of it, where hopefully things are starting to move in the right direction. Right now, we are kind of on the verge of either going straight ahead to a like playoff team or way back and kind of just like fall apart as a franchise again. So yeah. We're going to find that out at the end of this episode. I'll be back with you guys in just a second. Okay, guys, so at the end of the 2023/24 season, oh my God, I don't even have words for this. Our team, for the first time in franchise history, averages over a point a game. Absolutely ridiculous. 84 points in 82 games. And Wilson Mills, guys, Wilson Mills puts up potentially a franchise record in 111 points in 82 games, playing alongside Colin LeDuc and Sergei Smirnov. Absolutely absurd. Smirnov almost goes 50-50, but oh my God, 84 assists. Oh my God, Sean Merritt had 123 penalty minutes. What a guy. But still, just ridiculous. Ridiculous on the stats there, man. That's insane. Did we have any other statistical improvement on these players? Habshid, yes, so he should be getting some growth. Teravainen, yes, just barely. Venkatashin, oh, totally. What about Nylakainen? That's close. No, I think he might regress a little bit there, so that's too bad. But Jakimov's too, man. Yikes. So maybe he's not the captain we thought he was. I think Wilson Mills has just completely proven me wrong on my alternate because I named Colin LeDuc an alternate. Oh my God, he was the top scorer in the league. Oh my God. I don't even have words for that. That is like, he's on a whole nother level. He was 9 assists ahead of the next but highest guy. And he, by 1 point, beats out Pedersen. And oh my God, he's going to win the Hart Trophy. There's no way. And only 89 rated. He's going to hit like a 91 or 92 rated. Wilson Mills has been the story of this franchise mode so far. Holy crap. Did we ever land a good pick there? But, like, oh my, I don't even know what to say there. That is just on a nut. Wow. Just straight up, wow. Kiprasov hits a 66, so some nice growth there. Jakimov's Nylakainen, yeah. Oh, man. Wait, is Brandt injured? Yeah, okay. So Brandt Clark, 70 rated there. Huselius, 79, unfortunately dropped off a bit. Viking stats, still no growth. That's a problem. That's a problem with the goalies, for sure. But, oh, Emiliano Falk. That's some great growth, I have to say. Besides that, anybody else? Lawrence grew 1 rating. We have a +5 on this line. That is like, wow. That is very nice. You rarely ever see +5s in this game. What about our attendees down here? Gustavo Law, not bad. Henrik Paul, why is Paulson in over? You stupid game. You really signed up another. Oh, the game is just sewering my one goalie. Anyways, 42 points was our top scorer for the Fort Wayne Warriors. But as far as the league goes, Wilson Mills possibly just had his career year right there. I don't know if he's ever going to score 111 again like that. That was insane. But overall, we just missed the playoffs. We were right there. We were right there, man. We finish 21st. Dang, so there's gonna be a lot of teams in between us and those top picks, but you never know. We might win a lottery. I doubt it, but we're gonna jump into the postseason and see if or who wins. I guess not if we win, because we're not gonna win. But yeah, postseason coming up, and then I will be back with you guys at the end of that. Okay, guys, so to end the playoffs, Pittsburgh wins the Stanley Cup for the 4th or 5th time in franchise history. Not entirely sure. Hartford Wolfpack win the Calder. I don't know, man. Like, Patrick Marleau might actually be one of the best coaches we could offer, or we could go after. Fuck it, we're going to offer him a contract. I don't know if he's going to sign or not. But, yeah, Patrick Marleau could potentially be a player that actually, or a coach that actually fits our system. Maybe. So Marleau accepts as head coach. Very interesting. And draft lottery coming up. There it is. And we stay at the 12th pick overall. Okay, so definitely a much lower lottery ranking for us this year. Our team definitely improved, especially with Mills putting up that 111 points. The Islanders win another lottery. Come on, man. What is with New York? Montreal moves down 1. St. Louis moves up freaking 5. Screws a bunch of teams there. Wow. Okay, so yeah, we're going to have the 12th pick in this lottery, or in this draft coming up. And where does that put us? Okay, so retiring players, guys. We have got Eric Stahl, Blake Wheeler, David Krejci, Radulov, Simmons, Bufflin, sorry. And then in goal, Jonathan Quick, Ryan Miller, Jimmy Howard, Devin Dubnyk, Crawford, Schneider, Talbot, Kudobin. Okay. Definitely a lot of guys retiring there. Yeah. Shattenkirk also retires. So, yeah. Fairly big retiree class there, I guess. Wayne Simmons and Blake Wheeler both become coaches. We'll have to check them out. And Colin Wilson becomes a scout, I think. But we gotta do some interviews here, because I really don't know on some of these guys, and we're picking them. we're going to be picking them. So let's interview Reasoner because I am interested in him. Yeah, man, I don't know how this upcoming draft's going to go. It's going to be a bit of a strange one, to say the least. Oh, damn. Colin LeDuc. That is sexy, man. 92 rated. 94 points. Holy crap. Damn, son. Oh my gosh. And Mills is at a 90. I don't know. Okay. Oh, oh my god. So he scores 111 points, but his role drops down to a second liner. Oh, Venkatashin. Anybody else see that? Venkatashin hits a medium elite. Let's go. That's huge. That's actually crazy, to be honest. I was not expecting any low elites to jump up. Not at all. Wow. And we've still had no growth from either of those tendies. This franchise mode is so crazy. It's something else, man. This is awesome. I'm so happy that these players are growing like this, but at the same time, like, defense has been terrible. I still am not entirely sure how to structure everything around certain players. And we have certain guys growing and other guys not. Like, at all. So, I'd really like Brant Clark to kind of step up here, but I doubt that's going to happen. And overall, the team's just like, how do you judge it? How do you make decisions when certain players grow like absolutely crazy, like stupid fast, and other players don't? Like they just sit there, and it's like, oh yeah, we're just not gonna make any. And then we have guys like Venkatashin who jump from low elites to medium elites, and all of a sudden we have a potential really good center. Like, how do you even read that? How are you supposed to make decisions on your team's lineup based on that? Like, he's a 6'4" two-way center. That's a sick player. But he still needs to grow quite a bit. So where do we put him? Because we have certain players who are going to stay in their positions. There's no reason for us not to sign them up. This is awesome. I love the team, but at the same time, we're not getting the goaltender growth. We're not really getting the defensive growth. Like, I'm expecting Jekimov's to honestly drop off here in the next season, and if that does happen, like if he loses his potential of a medium elite, there goes his captaincy, to be honest. Like, he's not going to be... That's like a Joe Thornton situation or something almost, where they're like, oh, I don't think he's fit to lead the team. Like, that's kind of the feeling I'm getting from Jekimov's now, which is too bad because he was our first ever draft pick. Does Wilson Mills win the... Oh, I didn't go through any of this. My bad, boys. So, yes, he does. Let's go. Wilson Mills wins the Art Ross for highest scoring leader. He did not win the Hart Trophy. Too bad. Vancouver had a year, man. Shane Wright won the Calder this year. Okay, interesting. For sure. Who else? Holtby wins the Vezina. Cahoon wins the Conn Smythe. Wow, Cahoon is having himself a career here. Bjorkstrand. I feel like that's not Oliver Bjorkstrand. I feel like that's a different Bjorkstrand. Ryan O'Reilly wins the Selke. LA's coach wins the Jack Adams. And the Rocket goes to Laine this year. Okay. So yeah, Wilson Mills, monster season. Mills the Monster, I think. I think that might become his nickname because that was just outstanding. Playoff tree. Pittsburgh goes through Boston, Carolina, and Washington to get to the finals. Not LA. Winnipeg was right there. So was Edmonton. So Winnipeg went through Dallas in 5, Colorado in 7, Edmonton in 6, and then dropped it to Pittsburgh. In the AHL, Hartford won. Hartford ended up making their way through, I believe it's the Scranton Penguins. I'm not entirely sure. I think it's Scranton in 4, beating Lehigh in 5, and then Syracuse in 5 as well. And then they finally beat the Stockton Heat, who almost went back to back to back. No way. Did Stockton Heat were that close? Yeah, they almost had a three-peat. Wow. That hurts for them, man. Dang. They could have won the Calder Cup. Ooh. And then, I mean, for our AHL team, it's absolutely terrible. Petrov and Pruter tied on points, but again, they're pretty much nobodies in our system compared to the top guys we have drafted so far. I don't expect to really land any good elites this next episode in the draft, but again, it's hard to judge our team. I think our team is taking a turn for the better. As far as Patrick Marleau goes, with our coaching staff, he's the highest system fit coach we have had in a while, I believe. 61% is incredibly high. As far as the pinch and shoot goes with our team, the majority of the players are going to fit it, our best players are, Nylakainen, Jakomovs, Huselius, Landon. Those guys are all going to be good on the top 4 now, which is huge. Unfortunately, the carry dump bias is not really there as much, and we do have a lot of guys who like to cycle the puck rather than shoot it as well. So we'll see. Marleau might not last that long. But yeah, that is going to end off this video. If you guys are enjoying the franchise mode so far, go down below, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'm pretty sure this is the second time I'm saying it, but yeah, we got a whole playlist here now on this series. It's going quite well. The biggest problem is still finding a coach, but we will resolve that all in the next couple episodes. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Etanyos signing out. See ya.